Hello, I am Sakshi Kshirsagar from SE E&TC. My exam seat number is S190953036 and today I am here to give the presentation for my data analytics oral examination. So let's start. So first we look in the concept of turning categorical variables into quantitative variables. Then next is difference between data mining and data analysis. Then we will look in the concept of one-dimensional and two-dimensional NumPy arrays and we will do some operations on it. Then the fourth concept is data visualization in Python. So let's go to the first concept, that is turning categorical variables into quantitative variables. Then what is the need to convert categorical variables into quantitative variables? Because during data analysis, we have to do some mathematical operations and we have to apply some statistical concepts on data. So we can't do this on categorical variables. That's why we are converting it into quantitative variables. So let's see this example. We will run it in compiler. See, this is the I imported pandas library and this library is used for data manipulation and I have created one dictionary and named it as data. Then I convert it into data. I created a data frame. Then I am calling it df that it will display the data frame. So let's run it. Okay, this is the data frame that I have created. So we have to categorize the gender. See, in gender column, there are F for female and M for male. Then after categorizing gender, then M will replace by 0 and F will replace by 1. So let's run it and see what happens. Yes, we are getting the correct result. Okay, let's go to the PPT again. Okay. Then our next concept is difference between data mining and data analysis. So first, what is data mining? It is a process of extracting usable data from a larger set of raw data. It is a subset of data analysis. It It implies an efficient and continuous method of recognizing and discovering hidden patterns and data throughout a huge data set. It uses sophisticated mathematical algorithms for segmenting the data and evaluating the probability of future events. Data mining is also termed as knowledge discovery in data. So, next concept is what is data analysis? It is the process of extraction, cleaning, transformation, modeling, and visualization of data with an aim to extract significant and useful information that can be beneficial in deriving conclusions and forming decisions. Data analysis can be divided into exploratory data analysis, descriptive data analysis, and confirmatory data analysis in statistical application. So, what is the difference between data mining and data analysis? Data mining is used for discovering hidden patterns in raw data sets, and in data analysis, all the operations are involved in examining data sets to find conclusions. Data mining studies are mainly performed on structured data, whereas data analysis perform operations on structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Then data mining could also be a systematic and successive method of identifying and discovering hidden patterns and data throughout a big data set. It is used to build machine learning that are further used in artificial intelligence. The main purpose of data analysis is to search out some important information in raw data so that derived knowledge is often used to create better choices. So let's see next concept, that is NumPy library. NumPy is contain mathematical operations and it is used for scientific computing applications. NumPy is extremely fast when compared to the core Python, and NumPy has a variety of built-in functionalities. So we can create one-dimensional and two-dimensional NumPy arrays, and there are various methods to create the arrays. So let's go to the compiler and see. So here I'm importing the NumPy library as ENP. So I have created a list and I named it as array1. Then in array2, to create the one-dimensional array, I am we can simply pass a Python list to array method, and I am passing the array1 list as a type of integer, and here array2 it will print the array. So see 1 2 3. Then to create two-dimensional array, we can pass list of lists to the array method. Here I have take two lists, list 1 and list 2, and I pass this list and I pass these two lists into the NumPy array. So let's see. Yes, the array, two-dimensional array has been created. Then we have to do some we can do some operations and array indexing, and there are different methods to do the to create the array. The first method is arrange method. So this method takes the start index of array and end index of array and step size. So num equal to np dot arrange np.arrange 272. Okay, then print now. Let's see. Yes, here 2 is the starting index, 7 is the 7 is the end index, and here and 2 is the step size. Therefore, the array our array is 2 4 6. Then next next method is zeros method. Num equal to np dot zeros. Here 3 elements 0 0 0 have been created, and to create two-dimensional array I will simply pass. See, let's see. I have created the two-dimensional array. Again, there is once method also. Once method. Now equal to np dot once. I will create two-dimensional array. Okay, this is call num. Then it will print the result. See, here 3 are the rows and 4 columns. We get this as a result. Then next is the I method. I method. This method is used to create the identity matrix. So let's see what the matrix. I I array equal to np dot I, and I want 4 as a matrix. Okay, I will call it, then it will print the result. I array. Let's see. The size of the matrix is 4 by 4. You can see this is the identity matrix. So, array indexing. We will now see the array indexing. Array indexing. Let's consider an array 3 as 1, 2, 3, 9, 1 to 9. Okay. Then I want to print the I want to print the 2. Then array of 3 of 1. We know that index is starting from 0, and let's say I want to print a 9. Then I will use here as 2. It will print 9. See, we get the result. Then we will perform some arithmetic operations on array. So let's see. Arithmetic operations. So I have a1 equal to 1, 2, 3. Then next a2 equal to 4, 5, 2. Then s equal to np dot add np dot add a1 a2, and I will call s. Let's see what it prints. Okay, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 3 plus 2 is 5. And we got the addition. Then let's subtraction. For subtraction, we will use here subtract. Let's see. This is 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 2 minus 5 is minus 3, and 3 minus 2 is 1. And to do the multiplication, we will use here multiply. Let's see. Yeah, we got the correct result. Then for division, we use divide. Yeah, we got the result. Then again go to the PPT again. Then our next concept is data visualization in Python. So why we need it? We know that we humans can understand things better by graph than the theory material, because the graphs images make an image in our eyes, so it is very easily for understanding. That's why data visualization is very important. So there are many libraries, they are used for data visualization: pandas, matplotlib, seaborn, plotly, etc. So let's see. First one is pandas. Pandas is a fast and efficient data frame object for data manipulation with integrated indexing. And by pandas, the intelligent data alignment and integrated handling of missing data. It provides flexible reshaping and pivoting of data sets. And the next library is Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a two-dimensional plotting library by which we can plot variety of graphs. And PyPlot is the submodel in Matplotlib. It is very important for statistical plotting. Next, next library is Seaborn. Seaborn used for statistical data visualization, and it is actually a visualization package library based on Matplotlib. It provides high-level interface for drawing attractive statistical graphs. Term attractive is very important. Seaborn gives you look at feel of the visualization. And next is Plotly. Plotly has a wide area of application. It is the modern visualization for the data era. Plotly, Plotly creates leading open source tools for composing, editing, and sharing interactive data visualization via the web. We can create MRI animation using Plotly. Okay, let's go to the compiler and see. And we will do some data visualization. Here I am importing the matplotlib.pyplot as PLT and Seaborn library as SNS. And I am reading the CSV file by using pandas library toyoto.csv. So run this. This take, yeah, it runs successfully. Then we will uh, then we will make a scatter plot. And here from the file age and price, and the color is red. And plt.title will give the title to our graph. And here plt.x label will give the label to the x-axis, and plt.y label will give the label to the y-axis as price in euros. And plt.show will show the graph output. So let's run it. Yes, you can see that it is the scatter plot. Then we will plot a histogram, that is info in kilometer. Let's say if we want to print the first five rows of the data, then what should we do? We will simply info dot head, info dot head. Let's see. Yeah, it is printing the first five rows. Then next, if we want to print the last five rows, then we will use info dot cell. It will print the last five rows. See. Then next is, we have seen the scatter plot already. Then next is histogram. Yeah, this is the histogram. Then if we want to histogram in some like more attractive, then we will give color to it red, and we can also give the color to the edge of the graph by edge color. And then here are total bins are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Here are total 9 bins, and we want only 7 bins. Let's see what is the output. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here are 7 bins, and you can see the color of the graph is red and edge color is also black, and it is more attractive than the previous one. Then the next, we will use the Seaborn library, and we are plotting the regression plot. And our on x-axis we are plotting the graph price versus age. So let's Run it. Yeah, we are getting the result. And you can see this line, it is the regression line. And if we don't want that regression line, then we can add here fit reg is false. Let's see this. Regression line comes or not. Yeah, here is no regression line because we have wrote here fit regression is equal to false. The next is we can here it is like oval shape, then we can change it also. So if we want it as a star, then just run it. We can simply marker equal to whatever we can want. We can here the stars are used instead of the oval shape. The next is LM plot, and I'm passing on x-axis is age and in y-axis is price. Then U is fuel type, legend is true, and palette is tab 10. Then what does it palette tab 10? It will make our graph more attractive. Let's see. Run it. Yeah, you can see uh, there is difference between this graph and this graph because we used here tab 10. There are also tab 20 is also there. Let's see what the changes will make. Yeah, you can see that the color of the graph is changes, and there is also a tab 20b. Let's run it. Yeah, this is the changes in graph that we can meet, but according to me tab 10 is more attractive. So yeah, let's go to the next. Now the box plot. Box plot, uh, let see. Yeah, box plot. Here you can see this line between that rectangular shape, this black line. It is the median, and the upper part of this medium is called as top quartile, and the lower part of the median is called as the lower quartile, and this is the median. Then distribution plot. Distribution plot, you run it. What this plot means? It tries not to look what data is, but tries to look what distribution is. Means what in what type it is distributed, that this graph told us. And if we don't want this line, then we can add here as KDE equal to false. Then now after running this, the line will be not shown in the graph. Yes, you can see it in the screen. Then if we want bins as 5, then just mention here bins equal to 5. Let's see, because here are more bins. We can, and it will not to observe us to understand. It is more difficult. So we will convert it in only 5 bins. So let's see. Yeah, this is converted only in 5 bins. Then we will plot a pair plot graph, and it is the very important, and we are here passing the we want the graph as scatter plot in that type, and it will take some time. It is loading, and it is the most important for the data scientist to analyze the data for the different data sets. See, Let's go to the PPT again. Yeah. We saw the data visualization also. This is box plot, and I use this book. And in this presentation, we learn how to convert categorical variables into quantitative variables. Then the next concept was the difference between data mining and data analysis. Then the third concept was NumPy libraries, and then the data visualization in Python. I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching.